Yeah. Oh, hey guys. Happy Saturday. Sorry, we were talking to our daughter who wanted to ask us a question. So, let me just fix the camera. Oh, this thing, you can see this thing from up here. All right, let me fix that. We're gonna change this over here. So at least this way, you're not seeing the light. Hey, how's it going? Happy Saturday from Simon and Simon Art. I'm Aaron, and
I'm Hardly. I'm here today.
She's here today.
Yay!
So thanks for joining us. We'll give some people time to come on in before we get started. Yeah, it's been an interesting week. You know.
Yeah.
It's been an interesting week. We've had an eclipse. Last week we had.
That I didn't get to watch because I was driving.
You were driving, but there was nobody on the road.
There was nobody on the road. Everybody was on the side of the street watching this eclipse.
I know. I was at work watching the eclipse.
Hold on.
Oh, what happened?
I thought she was trying to get in.
Oh,
I felt like somebody trying to.
I think it's the wind
Okay.
because I have the window open.
Mm.
You know, we had an eclipse.
Earthquake?
Last week was an earthquake.
Yeah.
Earthquake, eclipse, a lot of rain and flooding.
There you go.
You think the world's coming to an end?
I don't know. When it happens, nobody's gonna know. So let's keep moving.
Yes, keep moving. We're going to keep it moving. Don't worry about it. Let me adjust this real quick. Oh, no.
Is that way better?
Yeah. Perfect. All right.
Like that?
Yep, just like that. So, if you joined us Monday, I was designing a design for a bath towel, for a beach towel. Now, what I should have done was sketched it out and then did it, but I tried to do it off the cuff and it wasn't going the way I wanted it. So now I sketched it out and whatnot. But I think before we do that, I am going to go on a little rant. I told Arlie about this, and it's normally I don't go on rants. Normally I don't get angry, or I try not to be angry. But in this case, when I heard it on the radio, and when I heard what this particular state did, it kind of pissed me off. And especially with the profession, so for those of you who may not know, if you're watching it live or maybe you're watching this later, I actually used to be a teacher. I was a substitute teacher during the pandemic, after being laid off from my job, and I did that for 2 years. I taught ELA and then I taught science. Both were middle school, 7th and 8th grade. The middle school one for ELA, it was 7th and 8th. The other place, it was 7th grade science, it was biology. Now, my problem was that, like, teaching is a stressful job as it is. Anyone who tells you, "Oh, I can do that," no, you can't. It takes a certain type of person to teach. It takes a certain type of person to actually sit there. As a teacher, you are a mother, father, counselor, doctor, bartender, psychologist, mentor. Am I forgetting anything?
Well, I hope not a bartender.
Not a bartender. But, you're all that wrapped into one. I'll say that again. Everything that I mentioned, you are wrapped into one. For those of you who are joining us, like I said, I'm going into my lower rant before I start working on this design here because it's something I think that needs to be said. So later on during the week, I believe I heard this story Wednesday when I was driving to work, where the radio station has, well, I'll mention Hot 97. They have this segment called "You Played Yourself" that they air usually around 7:18, 7:16, depending on where it is. So, and during that time, the radio host had mentioned that Tennessee had passed this bill allowing you to carry a concealed weapon into a school ground. So teachers, school staff, anything who does with education, you're allowed to carry a weapon into a school building. I actually have it up here, so this way I am saying it right. So the Tennessee Senate passed a bill allowing K-12 teachers and school staff to carry concealed handguns on school grounds. Yeah. As someone who was a teacher who used to work in a board ed, I still teach, because at the martial arts school I go to, I still teach kids. As someone who worked in the education field, hell to the no. You should not have teachers carry guns or carry a concealed gun into a school building with kids. Now, some say, well, some of these kids carry guns into the building and whatnot. You have kids who usually come in and do shooting. Yes, that happens. That should be something that should be taken care of right away, but it's not, and I hate that it hasn't been done. Like I said, normally I wouldn't be talking about this, but I think it's just something that I have to get off my chest, and I think this is the only way for me to do it. So people are watching and then leaving, watching and leaving, they don't like it. I apologize, but I just need to get this off my chest before we start this. No. Teaching is a hard profession. And on top of that, you do not know the mental state of what a teacher is going through, due to the fact that now teachers have it 10 times worse because most times they are not getting the help that they're supposed to need from administration. Mm-hmm. You have administration coming at them, you have parents coming at them. And then you have students who sometimes don't want to listen. Now you got to deal with that. Now you're telling the teachers and the staff, oh, well, you know what? We're going to allow you to carry and conceal a gun into a school building. Don't mind that you are stressed out. Don't mind the fact that you may have to have a second job to pay your bills. Because you're teaching and maybe you haven't gotten a raise in like 5, 6 years, 7 years, whatever. And now you have bills to pay. Now you want me to carry a gun? And you may be like one of those, you may have that one person where because of their mental state, you don't know what their mental state is when it comes to these kids. Why would you pass a law like that? And why does it look like I'm sitting low? There you go. There you go. So that's just my opinion. That's my rant. That was my 5-minute rant. Let's get to it. Babe, you got anything you want to say?
No, I think you said the right stuff. So I'm in agreement with you.
Yeah.
About that.
All right. You want to tell the people at home what you've been up to?
Are you trying to embarrass me?
No. Seeing as you've been watching that show Bridgerton and you've been speaking the King's English.
Oh, yes. I'm so English now.
Yeah.
No, I've been trying to relax. It's been a stressful week for myself, so I took part in what everybody else does and binge watch. So I'm late to the Bridgerton party, but it was fun. I actually finished it, which was crazy.
Oh, so
It was crazy.
you finished. I think it was like 2 seasons so far.
Listen, I finished it all.
Oh wow!
That
All
was
right,
crazy. That was crazy, but it was fun. I loved it.
all right. Well, that's good.
So now I think it's back to work because I have to design for beach towels and I'd like makeup bags as well.
Makeup bags. All right, cool. All right. Well, like I said,
So let's get into this.
we're getting into so when designing this one thing I want to talk about. So when you're designing a artwork for a product, right? You want to make sure that it can fit whatever you're selling in your store. Now, in this case, we're designing something for a beach towel, but beach towels are 37 by 74.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, I have an 80 by 80 page. Now, you're probably wondering, hey, if it's 37 by 74, why do you have an 80 by 80 page? Excuse me. Well, the reason being is because... Sorry, I'm drinking water. The reason being is because we're going to use this for other things.
Mm-hmm.
The main focus for me is the fact that to make sure that... Why is that line there? Ugh.
I don't know. Just leave it.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it. But it's annoying.
It's okay.
But the main focus is that, yeah, it's a beach towel because when I crop out the beach towel, it's just going to be this part that I'm focusing on. Oops.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's going to be the main focus of the beach towel. But when it comes to, like, say, maybe I want to put this on a handbag, maybe I want to put this as a tapestry, wherever it is, you'll have more of it. So if it's a tapestry, I say tapestry, tapestry, you'll have this as a curtain. Maybe you want it as a curtain. You'll have all of this. But as a beach towel, I need to make sure that this part here is my main focus.
They see. I think they see.
Right.
The red lines.
Yeah, the red line. Right? That's my main focus. So today we are working in Adobe Illustrator. So Adobe Illustrator, I like Adobe Illustrator, especially when I'm doing vector graphics. With vector graphics, I like doing vector artwork. Just like I like doing drawing because it's pretty cool. You can manipulate things and whatnot. Whereas if you're painting, yeah, you know, painting's good and everything else, and drawing in Photoshop or Clip Studio or whatever art program that you use, it's pretty good. Me, I like using vector based because I just enjoy it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get started with the sun first.
Okay, good.
No, actually, I got to start with the sky first. My bad.
What color are you going to choose?
Well, for the sky, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make it a little bit bigger than the artwork. Right? Oh, wait. But before we do that, I almost forgot. Sometimes you need a little bit of inspiration just to see what's going on. Right? I don't know, babe. You want to tell any of your friends that we're live?
On my thing? Well,
Yeah.
First of all, I don't even see my phone.
You don't know where your phone is?
I never know where my phone
Oh.
is. You know that. That's a common thing.
Yeah. So, you know, like you should always have reference for color reference and everything else. So, let me just bring this over here real quick. So, my color reference or references that I like to use is from Pinterest. Right? And I like using Pinterest. I think a lot of artists like using Pinterest because it gives them ideas. So, for me, I'm just going to go to all pins and maybe use this one, right? For the sky. But it's a little bit, to me, it's a little bit on the green side. So, maybe I'll use, let's use this guy. here. And then just use it, and let me just drag you over here off the board and use you as a reference for color, right, for the sky. So now the one thing I like about Illustrator is when you go to your swatches, you can actually open your color library and get stuff that you need for your background. So for instance, earth tones, gradients. If you go to gradients, right, sometimes you can find things for landscape. I'm trying to remember which one were you. Nature. So you go to nature, the landscape, and sometimes you can find things for the background. So in this case, beach. I'm gonna go with beach. Right? We have that. And what happens is that you can set it up as a gradient. So in this case, I set it up as a gradient. I'm gonna move this down, but maybe I'll do it this way. Right? Now, for the sky, we know as a blue sky, the darkest blue will be up here, then a light blue, and then sometimes a little bit yellow here. But we're going to set this up where the dark blue is going to be at the top, and the light blue will be at the bottom. So let's make you... Alright, let's make you a little bit dark. Let's change you to CMYK. Oh, no, let's keep you there. We'll just make you a little bit darker. Your saturation's good. And let's choose this one. And then maybe for here, we'll choose that. Ah, perfect. So we got something like a sky background.
A gradient?
A gradient. A gradient background.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I missed it.
That's all right. So we have our gradient background, right? So it looks like it's light here, then it's a little bit blue, and then it's a little bit dark. But also what happens is that what we can do is, as we select that, we go to our gradient, we can adjust it. So maybe we want to make the dark blue come down a little bit, the medium blue come down to here, and we put it in between. So we're trying to find a nice happy medium, right? Wow, that one is blowing up there. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lock this and just close it and create a new layer that we want to put here, right? Now for our sun. So I was telling the folks at home that
Oh, that's a nice one.
this is going to be our reference for the sky and the colors and everything else that I showed.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right. So, and then next,
I want to know how to do that too.
oops. Hello.
You're the computer guy. I'm
We'll choose our Eclipse tool to create. Now, to create a good circle in Illustrator, just hold down the Shift, drag and draw. Now, if you notice, you're probably saying, hey, that looks like the color of the sky. That's fine. All you have to do is just turn it off. So we'll choose a nice color. Now, it doesn't have to be, choose that. Now, I have it set for HSB, hue, saturation, and then brightness, right? So here is my hue. This is my saturation. So this tells me if I want it bright or dull. And then my brightness, if I want it light or dark. So I'm just going to lower my saturation just a bit so that it's like that. And there goes my glucose monitor. What's up? Oh, fine, whatever. Oh. All right, well, I didn't because I didn't do that, but that's fine. Actually, I have to talk to them about that because it actually went below 50.
Oh, okay.
That's when I was like, I'll talk about them when I talk to them later, next time. So yeah, so for those who are joining at home on Instagram, thank you for joining. We're doing something in Illustrator. We're actually doing a beach towel design, or you can use it as a curtain. So we turn that on. Come on, oop, let's switch it. That's on top. So we got our sky, which is pretty good.
We're getting our sun.
Yeah.
We're gonna work on the glow part.
Now the glow part we'll do later. Actually,
Oh, okay.
That's
I'm
we're
too
gonna.
excited.
I know.
guess.
We'll do the glow part later. Let me just wave to those who join us. Thank you for joining us. Now, for the clouds,
Yes.
right? Now, the way I'm going to do it is I'm actually going to do a light gray. Where's my swatch? Oh, you know what? Let me take it from here. Is this clouds? Oh, that's fine. And use the Eclipse tool, hold down Shift to create my clouds. Now, normally when you're designing a pattern or whatnot, you usually put things in repeat, but in this case, we're not going to put nothing in repeat. We are going to just create it outright.
So you're gonna do clouds with Eclipse tool first?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, let's go. I've never seen it.
Yeah. So we'll do it small. So actually, what I should have done was done these clouds in in multiple colors, so I know which is foreground, which is background, and whatnot. But
It's not too late.
no,
It's a lot of work.
it's a lot of work. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this.
And you don't have to.
No, I know.
So that's fine.
Right. So I think what I'll do is the light clouds, the clouds that are lighter to show depth,
Mm-hmm. Or in front.
are in front, and then I'll build it up that way.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Also, another thing, it's funny because if you have an XP pen tablet at home, can someone just send me something about how to set up the hotkeys? Because I keep trying to set up the hotkeys the way I want, and it does not work. And it drives me nuts sometimes whenever I try to set it up. And of course, when I go to the website to try to figure it out, it doesn't really help. So it drives me nuts. You know?
Can you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Can you just copy? the
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
size? Yeah.
Well, I copy the same size and then I make it large, small, depending on
Right.
how I want to do it. You know? So right now, I'm just doing small things here and there in Illustrator. Like I said, I'm just using the Eclipse tool to create small stuff.
I guess it would be different in Photoshop.
In Photoshop, I'll actually have to draw out the clouds.
Right.
I wouldn't do it this way.
Uh-huh.
Come on. Right now, with the pen tool, we'll switch it over here so that we can give it a little bit of movement, like so. No, I see Daryl. What's going on, Daryl? How's the crazy kid? Is he still jumping off the couch? Arlie's here. She says hi.
Well, oh yeah, they can't see me on Instagram.
No, they can't see us on Instagram. Oh, I forgot to tell you. So, did you know? So we're using Streamlabs to do our live stream and whatnot on multiple things, but now they have it so that we can go on TikTok. But like you told me about going TikTok live and whatnot, so I guess I have to apply for that.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. So we'll take that. I'm just going to group this. Normally I would merge it, but until I'm actually ready for it. I'm just going to group it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the next part. So the next part is going to be a little bit darker. We're still using that. But I'm going to say object, arrange, move to back. So the object arrange function, right, allows you to move things front to back, or you can set it in any order you want. Of course, you can do it in the layers here if you want to. Oh, let me move that. In the layers here, if you want to do it, but sometimes I just like to send things to the back all the way and then set up to the way that I want to do it. Hello. Yeah. If you want to answer that, or you can answer it. Actually, yeah. Oh, someone's at the door, but no. Sorry, that was my ring alarm that just went off there. So, I'm doing something for the background, right? You know what's funny? I find it funny that people tell me, "Oh, you would never make it as an artist. You would never make it as this and that and whatnot." And I have to say, I'm glad I proved them wrong.
There you go.
You know,
people always have something to say about everything, though.
Yeah, and then but they can't do it. That's
if
what
you take it to heart, then it's on you. But most of us have taken it too hard.
Yeah, and we shouldn't. You shouldn't take things to heart. I mean, I was told you shouldn't work while you go to college. Yeah, I actually was told that. I shouldn't work as I was going to college. I think you know who said that. Unfortunately, that person isn't here with us anymore. How people usually say they moved on to the next dimension or the next stage of their life or something like that. But or I was told, why are you going to school? Why in a rush to catch the bus? Why in a rush to catch the train? Why are you, it's why everything. But then when you look at some of these people say, they're like, well, I don't want to stay here. I think, hello, yep. Daryl says hello, yep.
I know.
Yeah. Well, I'm busy doing this. You gotta help me with that.
Oh, okay.
Of course, I don't have my glasses on. Jesus.
Can you see good?
I can see. I'm supposed to wear these when I'm on the thing. But it's funny when you have people who tell you shouldn't do this or do that, but it's in a negative form. And then they are not doing well themselves, or they're not doing anything to better themselves. The one person who told me, "Oh, you shouldn't be running to catch the train to go to school," is, last time I checked, is doing life in prison. So that kind of tells you.
Well, some people want you to be exactly where they are, so that both of you are not moving together. Right,
which kind of sucks. I mean, I've seen stuff where especially when, now that you have Instagram and everything else, where people are posting videos and I felt bad for this kid that these people post a video of beating the crap out of this kid because supposedly he was a straight A student, something like that. That's what it said. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what it said on the video. And I'm thinking to myself, you do realize you're just giving that guy a reason not to help your community, right? So if something happens and this person becomes famous and you go, "Oh, can you help your community?" This person can be like, "Why should I? You guys always beat the crap out of me. Why should I go help my community?" What's your take on that?
I mean, it depends on the person. I think sometimes you have to put things in perspective.
Yeah.
Sometimes people allow themselves to forgive certain situations knowing where they came from and what the mentality was at the time. And some people get angry and stay angry and are not able to do what they want to do. It depends on how you view life and where you are in life.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but it just sometimes when I hear things like that, I just like you realize if this person becomes famous, you can't say I was best friends with this person, and the person will be like, no, you did. You weren't friends. You were kicking my ass. In
There's
school.
that too.
I remember hearing a story because sometimes I listen to stories on YouTube YouTube when I'm driving, and I remember hearing a story where this person was telling a story about his friend that was bullied and then took his own life. And at his funeral, all these people were coming up saying, "Oh, he was this and that and that," and he literally blew up at these people. He goes, "How dare you say something when all of you were the ones who were bullying him?"
Yeah.
And everyone got quiet because it was true. You know, it's like, how could you say something like that? And then, but you're the reason why this young person, boy or girl, took their life. You know, and it sucks.
People don't usually understand that words hurt.
Yeah.
Words hurt. Maybe even deeper than beatings or whatever, because it stays.
Yeah.
Some words cannot be unsaid.
Exactly. What do you think, babe?
So far, so good.
Yeah, I mean, it's a start.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good start. You know, we got our clouds. The sun's rising above the clouds. Now, the next part is setting up our ocean.
Okay.
So, with Illustrator, Illustrator's pretty weird due to the fact that whatever's in the background, wherever you're drawing, and then you have to lay it on everything else on top. You know,
it's also nice that you can move things backwards and forwards if you made a mistake.
right, that is true. Now, this part here is going to be our water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up our water. Right? I keep moving. So the one thing sometimes is, like I say, I have to set up my hotkeys on this monitor, and I've had it for almost a year and a half.
Don't feel bad. I did the same with mine.
And I haven't set up my hotkeys yet because like I said, when I try to do it, it seems not to work. And certain things that I did when I had this the first time doesn't seem to work anymore. So I don't know if it's something I'm supposed to do, something I'm supposed to set up. Like I said, when I look at the directions, well, this thing didn't have directions really. Okay. So now we have our ocean. Let's see here. Islands.
Are you going to start with the deep blue first?
Yeah, actually, it's funny. God thing, you brought me those color cubes. I should have brought it out. It's over there.
That's okay.
It's okay. I mean, we'll use it later. So
You want me to show them what we're talking about?
yeah. So for those of you at home, this Arlie for Christmas had bought me something called color cubes. I actually use it here and at home. It's basically this stuff. I highly recommend getting it if you are an artist, designer, whatnot, because you get these cool things. Look at this part, right? With all these different pictures on it, and you have color chips at the bottom, and if you turn it over, it's in hex colors. So whenever I'm doing a design for a pattern or something, sometimes I'll break this out, take a look at it. Hold on, it's dark. They're not gonna see it. Let me turn the light. Alright. So, and sometimes I use it for making color patterns and whatnot. Now, the cool thing about this is that they also have, besides having it in a card format, they actually have it in a digital format. So that if maybe you don't have space to hold the cards or whatnot, you are worried about losing stuff, losing these cards and whatnot. They also have it in digital format so that you can look at it digitally. Now, when I say about water, right, I mean these things are cool because they have it for the digital. Actually, let me bring up the digital one so you can see what I'm talking about. Come on. Open up Sesame. Do I have it here? Do I have it here? Yes. Alright. Of course it's opened up in Photoshop, that's all. Actually, I don't want you to open up in Photoshop. Come on. Open with... Let's do Google Chrome instead. Okay. So, with the color catalog, right? So I open it up in the digital thing. If you notice, here's the water part here, right? You get all these cool stuff here. And if I'm looking for something, of course this is not the right file I have, but that's fine. If I'm looking for a certain like color or whatnot, I can bring it up. Hold on, let me see if I can find that file. Of course, well, I get the feeling you are here. No, you're in documents. Color Cube, here we go. I hope you're it. I'm trying to find the right one, the right file. Yeah. Yeah. I guess we can do. No, but there's a certain blue color that I'm looking for. Because it's like a C color that we can put in.
Mm-hmm.
Please be the right one. Please be the right one. No, jeez.
There's so many of them. That's the thing.
That's the thing. It's
a
like
lot.
It's a lot.
So that's why I'm glad we got this.
Yeah, because the one I'm looking for. Yes, here it is. All right. So, browse by colors, browse by keywords, browse by collection. So, if I want, browse by colors, ocean, and look, you get all these different ocean colors, right? And since we're working on the ocean, maybe I want that version. And like I said, it comes in hex colors, which is cool because they already made the colors for me. So let me just scoot this over here. And what's going to end happening is, sorry Photoshop, we don't need you right now, so I'm going to close you. I'm going to use that light blue color, and I'm going to punch in the hex number that was there. Right, so for the light blue, we're going to go... Actually, I'm going to start with the medium blue instead. Use the light blue as a highlight, the dark blue for my shadow later on. So 0095 A9. And that's that there. Change?
It looks a little different.
No, it didn't change. Okay.
Oh.
Select it. 0095 A9.
There you go.
There you go. So that's going to be my medium blue. That's going to be my base blue. And then what I'll do is I'll add the dark blue and then the light blue. So this will probably be like a three colors. right? So
You need to. Yeah, I think they should be okay. If you need highlights, obviously.
yeah,
you
the
need
highlights.
highlighter.
Yeah. So let's put this together. So we have our water. In the background, you see the clouds, and then you have the sun, right? Which, what do you think, babe?
I mean, those are the basics.
Those are basics, but I think it's a cool. It starts off
Good.
cool, right? Now we have to add something for the foreground. So we have our background, midground. I'm calling this our midground here. So when I mean by background, the background and the sun is our background, right? The clouds and some of the water can be our midground. Now we need something in the foreground to make it a story. So I want to add in a beacon of a surfboard because
Oh, okay.
why not? You have the ocean surfboard. Maybe I'll. Oh, I know I want to add to this just to make it interesting. So for a surfboard, I'm going to start off with a white surfboard until I'm ready to figure out what I want to add to it.
Yeah.
Right? Ooh, you think we should go to Home Depot and get that stuff for that tree, or should we do it next? Let's do it next week. I'm not gonna go to class next week because I want to take care of that backyard. So we do that.
Is that okay? Let's see.
Okay, so what I did was I created half of the surfboard. Actually, surfboards have they do have a tip. So I created half the surfboard. Now, why are you saying that? Well, just to make it symmetrical, I created half the surfboard, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the reflective tool here, right? And click right here on the edge. Hold down the Alt key if you are on a PC, and I believe it's the same thing on a Mac, or it might be Option. I forget. It's been a while since I used a Mac. And flip it. Right? I'm going to select both. Right? And then I'm going to go to my Pathfinder tool, which is right here. Now, if you want to join two separate objects that are close together, hit that. That's your Unite button. You hit that, becomes one object. Right? Now, let's just look at this together. And we have our surfboard. Now, you know how I said I came up with an idea? I'm thinking I have my inner drawers coming out. I don't know, you think we should put a shark? I'm thinking of putting a shark
Why
fin.
not?
Right?
But my question is about the surfboard. Is the point very pointy? I don't remember.
I don't remember neither, but you know what? I think you're right, it's not. Because if it was pointy, people were getting stabbed.
I feel like it's a little rounded.
Yeah. So let's make it a little bit rounded. Right? And what we'll do sort of like that. Bring it down here.
Yeah, that's good.
That. And wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Let's put you like so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, I think that's cool.
That's good.
That's excellent. Like I said, I'm thinking I have my inner drawers come out. I just thought about it. I think it'll be cool. You have the surfboard. Now, but there is a slight problem. It looks kind of off kilter, respectively. So, let's select this. And we want the... Nope. Scale. Don't want to... Yes.
that.
Like that. That's... Aesthetically, I think that's
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good aesthetically.
My other thing is
Actually, let me also do
you
this.
need a horizon line.
Well, here's the thing. That's the reason why I did that, because this is my horizon line. You got to remember, in the ocean, it's not really straight because of the waves.
When it's calm.
When it's calm,
it's straight. But let's see.
right?
You may or may not change your mind.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because it might. But if we decided to put that shark fin in, be like, dun, dun,
Oh my god.
Be like, Jaws is coming for you.
Are you reflecting that too?
Yeah, I'm gonna reflect it. Hold on. Jeez, that one is really
Yeah,
blowing.
it's crazy out there.
Hold on. Guide. Hi, guide. Did they say it was going to be windy today?
I don't remember.
I don't
I
remember
didn't really
either.
pay attention. I think it was supposed to rain, but
It was raining earlier when I went to BJ's
mhm.
before class. All right, so let's look at this as a starting point. So we got our surfboard, we got our ocean, we got Jaws coming at towards the surfboard. Do you think we should make the fin bigger or smaller?
A little bigger and less pointy, no?
Well, it's the fin. I mean,
A bigger. Oh yeah.
yeah.
But
I don't know. Now that I did it, I don't know.
yeah, it seems like a straight line. See, Daryl told you.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, Daryl. Okay, you know, you could definitely do the waves as you wish. But
Yeah.
the horizon is always
Straight.
straight. That's why a lot of people think the Earth is flat.
Yeah, even though we kind of show
Yeah,
them that.
that's why they think the Earth is flat, because things seem straight,
All right, so
far away.
so if we did, okay, let's look at this. So if we did this like this, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. And then once you start adding your blues and your thing, it gives it some kind of shape.
Shape.
If you have reflection, then
Right.
there's well, there has to be some kind of reflection because there's the sun.
Yeah. He goes, "You're welcome." So, I mean, the fin for the shark. Now,
Mhm.
should we leave it in there or should we leave it out?
No, I think it's cool for the fin. I think you do need to soften the fin a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably have to. Well, I don't know what a shark fin looks like coming at me, since you know.
No, obviously it's not. But I don't think it's pointy like a needle,
Right.
right? But all of those are, details.
Yeah.
So you kind of want to lay down what you want in your picture first, and then you can, take care of the details after.
So let's see.
Hold on for me. I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm in and out.
Yeah, I know. Give it a blue hue. So yeah, do we want the fin and see how this fin works? I'm gonna give it a slight blue hue, just so that it doesn't clash with the clouds in the background. Okay, now you're too pointy. Ugh. Who knew doing a fin for a cloud? I mean, a fin for a shark. Get a little bit closer. Don't be shy. All right. I think until otherwise. I don't know. Now that I'm looking at it, the fin for this shark, I may have to research this because I'm not liking it too much right now. So we gotta figure that out. So that's I don't know. What's your take? What do you think? Should we make the fin? I know. I think it should be a little bit thinner on the side, but like I said, I never had a shark come at me, so I don't know. I think it should be this way. It's funny. So Arlie's supposedly supposed to be going to her high school reunion soon. I'll let her talk about that when she gets back. But I told her, I said, well, at least you have a high school reunion. I said, my class, I get the feeling only certain individuals get invited and everyone else gets left out. But that's just my opinion. I'm going to keep it to myself. So, let's see here.
What happened?
No, I was playing around with the fin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have it.
Yeah, that's good. Actually.
That's good. I think what I might do is I might draw a little bit here
to show the
and show a little bit the hump. Yeah. So
sounds good.
Yeah. But yeah, so I was telling the folks about high school reunions that you have one coming up.
Yeah.
So what number would that be?
Can we not talk about that?
Yeah, I know. And I was telling the folks at home, I said, yeah, she has a high school reunion coming up. I said, that's great. My class reunion, it feels like only X amount of people get invited and know about it, and the rest just get left out.
That's dumb.
Which it is. But then again, my high school class was just, I keep thinking we were the forgotten.
That's unfortunate because, it was interesting the first time we had reunion. It's like we had never left. But then along the years, people grow up, and so you become a little bit more mature. But the first one was kind of odd, and we all felt it, which is interesting. But yeah, it's been many, many years, and you have to admit we've been out of high school for a while.
Yeah.
So much has happened. Families, marriage, all this stuff. So.
All right, what do you think?
I think that's too much. That's too much of the back. That's too much of the back. Because it's coming towards the thing, right? Yeah, so what, you think you should make it smaller like that? What do you think, Daryl?
Oh, he's not there.
Oh, he's not there?
No.
Okay. I think I'm feeling like the amount of back ratio to the fin is too much.
It's too much?
Yeah.
Oh, Daryl sent me some reference.
Oh, good.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks, Daryl. Yeah, the back ratio to the fin is too much. I think you need to do. Can we look it up and see what?
All right.
Because that's what references are for.
Right.
So that's what we rely on.
Okay, so shark. So let's put it on here. Okay, shark.
Shark fin.
Shark fin. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but I guess I'll find out later.
Well, it's a reference so that
Yeah.
you know the ratio. You're not copying anything.
No.
Jesus.
But now the problem is shark fin coming towards a goldfish with a shark fin.
Yeah.
Shark fin coming, but you see,
Because most of the time the shark fin is the only thing out. You don't see. See how you don't really see
it.
the rest of the animal.
Yeah.
That's all you got.
that's all I got. All right, so
So maybe that notion is a little too much.
much, yeah.
So maybe.
So let's just take it off. All right. So that. Now here's the thing. Hold on. Edit, copy.
Thank you. We saw the references, Daryl.
Paste. Let me delete you real quick. So if we do it something like this, so I think it should be thinner.
Oh, he said Google Deep Blue Sea movie.
The one movie where the black guy in a shark movie actually survives.
That's what I'm talking about.
And it was LL Cool J,
Yeah.
who was the cook.
There we go. We need a cook. He has to survive. People need to eat.
Of course, his bird got eaten.
Well,
It was the bird.
can you do?
Yeah,
You can't have it all.
yeah. So I think,
So we want it to be further. You want it to be further.
yeah,
That's what you're saying.
yeah. I wanted to be further, a
Okay.
little bit out,
Mm-hmm.
but I think,
You want just one?
yeah, I
One
think
is
just
good enough.
one is good enough.
Yeah.
I mean, if I print it out, once we do everything else, I gotta print it out anyways to see what it'll look like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I might end up taking it out. I may end up leaving it in. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. So I might be doing different things.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not a bad first start.
No, you got what you need in the picture. Now it's
Yeah.
time to. Are those all the things you want? In it?
Well, this is all. This is going to be all the stuff. Oh, I have to make sure it's actually in the middle. Yeah, you're in the middle. Perfect. So that's that. I think it's not bad for a start.
Yeah.
I think on Monday's stream,
Yeah.
we'll start adding in all the little stuff here and there and whatnot. Because of course with the surfboard, I'll start with the surfboard first, and then adding the stuff with the water. So like how the water would be going like that,
That's
because
good
the
to-
surfboard is
It's a
in.
good beginning, and then
Yeah.
we can do the details or more of it
Yeah.
in the next one.
Right. Oh, you know what we didn't do?
Hmm.
We forgot to do our plug for Red River.
Well, not too late.
Not too late.
Couple more minutes.
Couple more minutes. All right, but I want to stop here. But like I said, we do have to do our plug. So, as you know, Simon and Simon Art, we partnered up with RedRiverPaper.com. We are an affiliate, and they do make good quality paper.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a Epson,
Mm-hmm.
Canon, or HP printer, they actually developed their paper to work with those 3 different types of printers. They even have profiles to work with those 3 types of printers. Now, we have a Canon 300 Pro printer. I highly recommend getting one of those. I did do a lot of research in it, and they said the Canon printers are actually better for artists and photographers to print out their stuff over Epson.
Mm-hmm.
I've used Epson printers a lot.
Yes.
Um,
We've had them for a long time.
we have a long time, and they were great. But because of our business and what we do, we went with the Canon. I have no complaints about it. It does eat up ink like a mofo.
It does.
It does, but
But
it
prints beautifully.
It does print beautifully. I hate to say it, it prints better than the Epson printers we had in the past.
Yeah, but I think we have to also say we've used those printers. Well, we bought them a long time ago. And
yeah.
we use those printers for different things.
For different things, yes.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good. If you like to help us out, if you go to our Instagram page or our Facebook page. In our bio, we have a link that you click on, and in that link, that'll take you to our Linktree page. Look up Red River, click on that. You can see what they have. If you make a purchase through us to get paper from them, it actually helps us out. It helps us grow our channel. It helps us a lot and everything else, since we are working with them. If you know someone who's actually looking for paper, send them our way, and then they can go through there. That also helps us out.
And
it's
we
like,
also have a review of the paper itself, so
Right.
you can know which one we recommend, which we actually recommend most of them,
Yeah.
because it's really good quality.
Yeah.
So you can look that up on
our YouTube channel under the same name. So our YouTube channel actually has the video for the product review. We are going to do another product review with them because we didn't do it the first time with that sample paper that we bought the first time. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to order that sample paper again so that we can print out and do a review on that.
Sure.
Not to mention we said which paper we're going to use. Yeah, we're going to do all that. So, it's 3:32. I know Instagram, they have a rule about 1 hour live streams, from my understanding. So, I think I'm at my limit
That's fine.
with them. So, join us Monday at 7 o'clock, where we'll continue designing this beach towel, tapestry, beach, whatnot. And is there anything you want to mention?
No, I'm glad everybody joined us and commented and helped us out, and that's how it should be done.
Yeah, thank you. If you, like I said, I gotta do all these plugs. That's me. You want to plug in? Tell Aaron, yo, plug my stuff. All right. If you live in Long Island, I would say preferably Queens, Brooklyn, or Nassau County. I have a friend of mine. His name is Thomas Payne. He is actually a fitness. What is it? How should we say? Personal trainer. Look him up. It's called the House of Payne Gym. Right now he's remodeled. Right now he does privates. He used to have his own gym, but the building, there was a fire, so right now they're rebuilding it. Check him out if you're looking for a personal trainer. If you are looking to get into martial arts or have your child get into martial arts, I highly recommend going to Newbie Martial Arts Academy. That's where I train at. They're in Whitestone in Queens. If you know where Whitestone is and you live in Queens, that's where that. Hey, if you live in Brooklyn, you live in Manhattan, you live in the Bronx, and you're looking for a place, hop on over there. They train kids and adults. They range from Jin Fan Gun Fu, Thai boxing, Savate, Wing Chun, Kali Silat, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and combat submission wrestling.
Okay.
So I think I did enough plugins. Do you have any plugins?
I think you did, but I just want to say about the House of Payne. Payne is Payne.
Yes.
Okay.
He also is a entertainer. He works with Starlab Entertainment, and they do weddings and parties also.
So
He's also,
I guess, a DJ? Not a DJ, but the person who sings
who's
and entertains the crowd.
He entertains the crowd. He works with a band. So if you're looking for that, look them up. They also do pretty good stuff. Like I said, they do weddings and everything else. So
And that's it.
That's it. That's my plug. I'm helping everybody out. That's what I do. All right. Have a good Saturday. We'll see you Monday, and stay safe. Have a good weekend, and peace.